I'm ranking all new minions in Hearthstone Battlegrounds for Season 10, and let's start with beasts. A very important thing is that, for example, a card like Sin Runner is not considered in this tier list like a new card, because this card already existed back in the days and you could play with it. I don't know why I said back in the days, but it's a returning card, not a new card. And if I would include all returning cards with the new cards, it would be way too long of a video, and I really don't want to make it more long than it needs to be. So let's start with beasts. The first beast is Sharptooth Snapper, which says when you have space in combat, summon a 3/1 beast, it attacks immediately. Tier 2, 3/3. I would say this is very good, like having basically a 6/4 as a tier 2, which is basically split, so one attacks immediately, the other attacks later, and even when you have full board, when one of your minions dies, except for this one, you summon additional beasts. So I think this is a really good card, and I will put it, for now, I will put it into B tier, like really good cards. Or, you know what, no, I will keep it in A tier because it's really good. I wouldn't say it's broken, but it's really good value. Next we have this Tiger, which is tier 4, 4 attack, 3 health, taunt. The threat will give your rightmost beast permanently 4+3. And this is really good, but alone it seems like, oh, it doesn't really make sense why I want to buff my beast. So purely like as a card, I would say it's like okay, maybe like C tier. But the reason why it is so good is because of a new tier 6 beast, which is a 7 attack, 3 health. After this gains attack, your beetles have +2/+2 this game. That threat will summon a 2/2 beast. So if you use your Tiger, which buffs your rightmost minion, you have this on the right side. Maybe you have Reborn, and because the Tiger has basically taunt, if I'm correct. Yeah, it has taunt, so it resurrects. And again, you can have something like Titus to trigger multiple death rattles, and now all of a sudden your beetles maybe each turn get plus, I don't know, where is it? Yeah, here. Maybe like +10/+10 each turn, which is not a small amount. And you can make it like guaranteed based on the Reborn. So alone it's bad, but I would say that this is really strong. I would say it depends. If you are playing beetles, again, it won't really matter because it would be way too long video if I want to compare every card compared to each other. So let's just say that A tier, I'm not comparing, oh, this is better than this. I'm just putting it into A tier. So I would say these are the 3 new beasts. And I would say this is B tier, a decent card, but the reason why you are playing it is because of this. If you don't have this, easily C tier. But this is how I would put beasts. Now let's go to demons. And the first demon is tier 4. After your hero takes damage, rewind it, and give minions in the tavern +1/+1 this turn. So this is basically a combination of your Big Brother, which was a card that gave +1/+1 to minions in the tavern, and you also rewind damage. So it's like a combination, but you need to take damage now to proc it. So I would say it's decent, not the best, not the worst. So B tier. Again, I'm not saying this is better or worse, I'm just putting it B tier. I would say it's a decent card. Like, I can see myself playing it and just be like, oh, you know what, I don't need this, I will sell it because here I rewind and get 1 health, and here I get basically rewind and +1/+1 to minions in the tavern, which is really good, especially if you are consuming them. So this is like a better version and makes sense because it's tier 4. Next we have Fellstalker. Battlecry, refresh the tavern with an extra tavern spell, it costs health instead of gold. So if you get this demon, Battlecry, you can immediately sell. You are always buying the tavern spell that costs health because it triggers your Ashen Corruptor, again giving +1/+1 and rewinding it. So it's like a really good card just to buy, sell. Maybe if you have Golden Brand, you just, I don't know, if you have Golden Brand, it doesn't actually work like that. Yeah, you will just refresh multiple times. So you don't need even Bran. You play, sell, very good for demons. I would say B tier, it's not bad. It has also like decent stats. Or no, it actually has worse stats. You know what? I think I will put it into C tier. I can't put everything. Oh, when I say it's decent, just put it into B tier. It's good card to buy and sell if you have gold to spend. Next, we have Felfire Conjurer, which is both a demon and a dragon. And at the end of your turn, your Tavern spells that give stats grant an extra +1/+1 this game. And you really want to play Tavern spells to buff it. Otherwise, like for demons, it's okay. But because it's a dragon, for dragons, it's really good. But for demons, I just don't think it's that good. So I'll put it into B tier because again, it's both for demons and dragons. Dragons are using it a lot better. You will see later in this video. Next, we have Shadow Dancer. Basically 5 attack, 2 health. Pretty bad for a tier 5 minion, but you get a staff on enrichment, which is minions in the tavern have +1/+1 this game. So you can, like, when you are using your Fel Conjurer now, this will give +2/+2, and so on. So it's a good, but you need to play like Tavern spells a lot, and I'm not really that like convinced that Tavern spells are so good. Like I know Tavern spells are now a lot better than they were, but I just don't think they are so good. And tier 6 is important because of Tavern spells. Whenever you cast a Tavern spell, deal 1 damage to your hero and give your demons +1/+1. So it is really important for you to have Tavern spells. So it is pretty good to have this one, and it gives your demons +1/+1 and deals 1 damage to your hero. So you must have your like rewind damage so you don't take it. So I don't know. It feels. I will put it into. I don't know. I just think it feels pretty weak. I don't know why. Like comparing to other tier 6 minions, this seems pretty weak. Because let's say you cast 4 Tavern spells, you give your demons +5/+5 and deal 5 damage to your hero. And if you have something like the rewind here, you give demons in the tavern +5/+5, which isn't bad. Don't get me wrong, but it just feels weak. It's literally hard. Like for tier 6 minion, it feels like underwhelming. Like it just feels like I would much rather have something like Famish Felbat on my board than this one if I would choose between those two. Like this is good. I don't know. I think I will talk too much. Like I don't want to say they are bad. I love demons, especially because I play Warlock in Standard as my most favorite class. But it feels kind of weird. Maybe it will be broken, but so far I think it's not the best tier 6 minion out there. Now we go to dragons. Starting with Greenskeeper. After this attacks, trigger your rightmost battle cry. And this is really important, the battle cry, for a reason. So again, so far it would be a B tier, but the battle cry you are triggering is, for example, this one, Bronze Steward, Battle Cry and Death Rattle give your other dragons +7 attack, which is not bad. Like giving attack, I would say it's pretty good. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's like, oh, it's so good, but I would say it's pretty good. And again, you can trigger the Battle Cry, so you give additional 7 attack, and that's pretty good. Here we have the dragon we talked about, and now we have Battlecry and Death Rattle get a Shining Ring, which gives your minions +1/+1, which is pretty good because of a tier 6 minion, which we will look right now. I don't want to skip ahead, but this is important. Give your dragons +1/+1 after you cast 2 Tavern spells, improve this. So that's why this is such a good card. Again, Battle Cry, so it can trigger with your previous dragon that triggers your Battle Cries. So you get more Tavern spells. So you have this whole Tavern spell archetype for dragons. So I would say that this dragon is like, you know what? I think it's really good. And the same thing with this tier 6. They are like really good. And now we have Last Dragon, which is Battlecry Get the Random Dragon. Again, if you have like this one, Groundskeeper, which I will put now into A tier because there are so many good battle cries. The same thing, like getting free dragon, and the dragon can be battle cry. So you can play, you can like get, for example, this one, the one that gives you 7 attack, or a shining ring. So there are so many good battle cry dragons you can get from this one that it's so good. So yeah, I think these are really good. Like dragons seem really strong. Now we have elementals, and I'm really excited for them actually. With Sand Swirl, I don't know, Sand Swirl, Swirl, basically skip the Sand something. Battlecry, your elementals that give stats grant an extra 1 health this game. This is very important. There's this whole archetype, so I'll go through it right now so it makes sense. Then you have another one, which is Blazing Grease Fire. At the end of your turn, give your elementals in the tavern +3/+2. So if you triggered Battlecry once, now this will give +3/+3 instead of +3/+2. So that's really good. And here we have attack scaling with Death Rattle. Your elementals that give stats grant an extra 1 attack this game. So if you trigger that one, only this one once, this will give +4/+2. That's how it works. And you have this archetype, the same thing with Frost Forger. At the end of your turn, give your other minions +2/+2. So you want to have these buffs early on with your Death Rattle and your Battle Cry. You really want them because they permanently scale and make your other elementals so much better. As well as this should also work if you elementals in the tavern +2/+2. So if you have like, oh, +1 health, it should give +2/+3. That's how it should work. And again, this will give, let's say, +2/+3. But if you trigger multiple times, maybe at the end of your turn, give your other minions +5/+5. And then if you have something like your end turn effects trigger twice or 3 times, you can see it scales really fast. And here is another one, Amplifying Light Spawn. At the end of your turn, your elementals that give stats grant an extra +1/+1 this game. Very strong end turn effect. So if you have you can have, I think the best thing you can have in an average game is at the end of your turn, trigger 3 times because of the Drakari Enchanter, which says your end of turn effects trigger 3 times if you have it golden. So now you give +3/+3, and if you have this golden, it gives +6/+6 in that case when you have the combo, which is not a small amount. It's a pretty good amount. And then you have this elemental, Unleashed Mana Surge. After you play an elemental, give 3 random friendly elementals other than it +1/+1. This seems so broken. Like, let's say you play 20 elementals, you cycle them, which is pretty easy to do with Bran and your Gentle Djinn. Again, a lot of elementals with Death Rattle, Battle Cry, so it is possible. And you, let's say 20 of them. Well, you could say, oh, okay, 3 times 20 is 60. That's pretty decent, but you can buff this. So it can be +5/+5, or maybe if you are very lucky, +10/+10. So now all of a sudden, instead of giving 3 and 3, how is it? 3 random, let's say 10 and 10, you cycle 20 of them, or even 10. If you cycle only 10, this gives +10/+10. So it's 100 times 3, 300 stats. I think this is overpowered and it will get nerfed. Like, this is so good. So now that we know the whole package, because you cannot rank them alone, I would say this Battlecry one, pretty decent. The same thing with that buffs at the end of your turn, this one. I think it's pretty good. Like, I wouldn't say it's broken or very, very good and you must have it. It's just good stats. The same thing with this one, with the Death Rattle. Again, good. And here we have the first end of turn effect, which if you have the minion that makes your end of turn effects trigger twice or 3 times, this is so good and you kind of need to have it, but I will put it into B tier. Then we have the elemental that buffs, which I'm putting A tier immediately. I was thinking maybe S tier, but I would say A tier. And here is our first S tier card. Like, I think this will be so broken day one. Like, I think this will be one of the strongest cards in the game, without a doubt. Like, so overpowered. Like, cycling 10 elementals, you give them +10/+10, and if I'm counting correctly, so +30/+30, you have 10 of them, so +300/+300 each turn, which is so much. And what is very important is other than it. So the stats, you keep them on your elementals you want, and the ones you cycle, they won't get buffed. That's really good. That's why I think it's so overpowered. If the other than it would be removed, I would say it's an A tier card. But because there is the other than it, I think it's S tier. Let's go to mechs. We have Metallic Hunter. Death Threat will get the pointy arrow, give a minion +4 attack. Not much to say here. I'm thinking it's a good card, but again, I don't know. It feels somewhat like weak. It doesn't feel as good as these cards. It feels like, okay, you can get it with Death Rattle, so you can get multiple of these if this dies. Pretty good tempo, but I don't know. It just feels somewhat weak. Not sure. Maybe I'm wrong completely, but it feels weak. Then we have Sprinky Spriggan. That's such a fun name. Magnetic. At the end of your turn, give your other mechs +1 attack. So if you magnetize a lot of these, again, either randomly generated or you play him, it's pretty good. Like, I think at the end of your turn, give your other mechs +1 attack. Like, in the beginning, it feels very weak. But once you have multiple of these on your board, triggering at the end of your turn, maybe again you can have multiple, like your end of turn effects triggered twice or 3 times. It's really good. But again, later in the game, it's really good. Early in the game, I wouldn't buy it. So I would say it's a solid B tier. And then we have, I think, the most overpowered magnetic mech, or arguably one of the most overpowered ever, which has Death Rattle, summon an ancestral automaton. The reason why is you can have multiple of these on a single minion. So when you summon these, you can, let's say, have on your last minion that dies, can have 7 of these, and now immediately you have has +2/+2 for each other this minion that died. You've summoned this, oh, not died, but you've summoned this game. So it's, I think this is so overpowered. Like, especially this, when you have it later in the game, magnetized to tons of your mechs, this will scale so much, like so much. I just think it will be so good. So I don't think you should buy it like early on, but when you have the gold, it's good. And when you randomly magnetize, it's really good. So I will put it, you know what, I think it's an S tier. Like, this is such a good card, and I think it's very underrated. A lot of people didn't pay that much attention to it, but this can scale so easily, so fast. Now we have which one? The one that magnetizes. Yes, at the end of your turn, magnetize a random magnetic mech to this. Like, this is the reason why you can combo it with this. So I think this is a good card, like really good. I would put it into A tier. Every time magnetizes, you don't need to trigger Battle Cry or anything. It does its own thing. Very strong. Then we have, if I'm correct, like this is the second, like I think Dr. Boom's monster or the previous mech that summons the ancestral automatons are the two best magnetic mechs you can hit. Like, they are. The reason why this is so good now is because of tier 6, new electron powered up. After you cast 2 Tavern spells, magnetize a 3/3 satellite to all your mechs. Important thing, you cannot get better stats. Like the minion that gave your, where was he? Yeah, tier 5, it's no longer here. It was removed. Otherwise, this would be broken if you could scale the satellites. But you can't. So let's say you cast 4 Tavern spells on average each turn. This will mean that you give all your mechs +4, no, plus like 2 magnetize 6, 3, so it's 6 times 7. So in total 42 stats, which isn't that good. Like, getting 42 per turn, again, I'm imagining that maybe someone will cast more than 4 spells per turn, but as an average player, not a professional, and not a complete beginner to Battlegrounds, I think like 4 spells is a pretty fair amount to say. And like 42 doesn't seem that good. The reason why it's so good, like the magnetize, is because of Dr. Boom's monster, which has +2/+2 for each time you've magnetized this game, wherever this is. So that's why it's so good. So I think this is like, I don't know, it feels like if you don't have Dr. Boom's monster, this is like D tier. I would never buy it. So I think it's easily A tier. Now we go to Murloc and we have the first one. Start of combat, if this minion is in your hand, summon a copy of it. This is really good because you have something in your hand that you can immediately buff. So for Murlocs, I think this is pretty good, like A tier. It might not win every single time because a 3/3 turn 1 is not the best thing you could possibly get, but it's solid stats and you have something in your hand. And the reason why is, for example, the second Murloc is Grimscale Elegist. At the end of your turn, give a friendly minion and a minion in your hand +1/+1. So immediately you are scaling with this one because now it's a 4/4 and it goes on. So it's really good. Did I put it A tier? Yeah, I put it. And this thing, again, if you have this one, it's good. Otherwise, it's kind of bad. But I would say I would put it B tier because sometimes it happens you don't have this one, so why would you buy it? Again, it's a 2/1, which isn't the best, but it buffs your other minions. So I would think it like B tier is pretty fair. Next we have, I think we have, yeah, this one. Your Tavern spells that give stats grant an extra +1 this game. And that's like pretty good. Like the same thing we saw. They're like neutral minions, which I don't know why I don't have it on the list here. So I'm sorry for that. But +1 this game, pretty good. You can generate them. I would say it's good. But I don't know. I'm just not really that much sold on the idea of having, how would I call it? Like, I don't know. It's a good buff, but I just feel like it wouldn't be that fair to put it here. Like, I think it belongs to C tier. It's good, but only good. I don't know. I just don't believe in Tavern spells that much. This, I might be completely wrong, but I just don't think Tavern spells, because of this minion or other, like, oh, your Tavern spells give more stats, will be so broken. Even though I said like this dragon will be broken, I just don't know if Murlocs will be that broken. Like, I can be completely wrong, but that's my feeling. Another Murloc, Battlecry, give him Murloc +4/+4 and a random bonus keyword. Very good because you have your, where is it? You have your end of turn effect. Yeah, this one, Young Murkai, at the end of your turn, trigger the Battlecry from an adjacent minion. So you immediately, if you have enough of, where is it? Yeah, here. Enough of these, you can give bonus keyword to every Murloc you have, and also +4/+4. So I think this is really good, but I don't think it's like broken. I think it's good. It's better than this one actually, because immediate value you give +4/+4, so you have tempo kinda, and bonus keyword, and you can scale this later in the game with triggering your battle cry. So pretty good. Next, Grommel Gourmet. Taunt, Battlecry, and the threat will get a seafood stew. Now this is important. Again, if you buff your Tavern spells, now they give more. But this says give a minion +1/+1 for each bonus keyword it has. So if you have a bunch of bonus keywords, as we saw with the previous one, this one, it will give a lot more stats. So depends how good your bonus keywords are. But I would say it's good. I would say it's like good B tier. Not much to say. But the last Murloc, I don't know why I'm really excited for this one. It looks so cool. Taunt, Divine Shield. After this gains stats, also give the stats to the leftmost minion in your hand. Now, I don't think that if this is in your hand on the left side, it gets stats, it triggers itself and gets infinite stats. I don't think it works like that. It shouldn't. And after this gains stats, I think this, if this is in your hand and you somehow buff it, I think I don't know if it will work or not. If it works that this is in your hand, you buff it, and then you buff your leftmost minion in your hand, then it's so good. Because Stone Divine Shield, you have big stats. So I'm assuming that you need to have this on your board. If so, then I would say it's a B tier. But if you can have this in your hand and the buffing would work, then it's like S tier, A tier. But I think it doesn't work that way. It doesn't say, but this is just my assumption that while this is in your hand, this effect doesn't work. But that's just my kind of expectation how this card would work. So that's why I think it's B tier. Like, it's fun. Like, I would say based purely on fun, this is like S tier card. Purely on fun. But otherwise, I think it's a B tier. Pretty good. but you have better options like, for example, the Elemental or the Dragon. Next, we have Naga. We have Death Rattle, get 2 random Spellcraft spells, which, not bad. You get Spellcraft spells, good value. I think this is good. Like, this is B tier. I don't know if it's A tier. I will put this now to B tier, and maybe if there's like a good combo, then I will move it into A tier. But so far, I think B tier is good. Now we have a Spellcraft, which can be generated by the previous Naga. Give a minion +2/+2. If it's a Naga, also give it Reborn until next turn. I don't know with the Reborn. It feels weird, but the reason why this could be good, the Reborn, is because of the one we already saw as a dragon, which now Death Rattle, you get an additional Shining Ring. So I don't think this is like the worst thing. It's good. I think it's good. I will put it B tier. Then we have this one, Spellcraft. Your Tavern spells that give stats grant an extra 1 attack this game. Because this is Spellcraft, not the Battle Cry, you get it each turn. So I think it's a bit better than the Murloc we looked on previously, which had a Battle Cry. Give 1 health this game. So I would say this is... Where did I put the Murloc? Yeah, I put it C tier, so I'm putting it B tier. And then we have... Yeah, we saw already this one. Pretty good, Naga, Dragon. And yeah, then we have this one. Death Threat will get the Shifting Tide, which is give a minion +3/+3. If it's Naga, give it another +3/+3. So now if you have multiple buffs, this would say give a minion +5/+5. If it's a Naga, give it another +5/+5. So you have immediately +10/+10 in total. So I would say this is really good. I would say if I would put one Naga into A tier, it would be this one. It feels really good. And the last Naga, the last new one. Wait, do I have it? Yeah, I have it. At the end of your turn, cast Natural Blessing on this minion to the left of this. So you don't need only Naga, and immediately you are buffing them. Again, if you have buff Tavern spells, this is so good. And you can, again, your end turn effects trigger an extra time or 3 times, like 2 times or 3 times. So pretty good, can get very, very strong. So I'll put it into A tier. Next we have Pirates, starting with Divine Shield, Battlecry, make this minion golden. The reason why a lot of people think, oh my god, I get a triple reward, but this is a Battlecry, so you don't get. It's just a golden minion, so a 2/2 Divine Shield, and the reason why this is important is because it is golden. I would say very good, like A tier, because it is golden. That's the reason. Otherwise, like the stats, Divine Shield 2/2 is not something like astronomically overpowered. It's just good. Then we have, you only need 2 copies of this minion to make it golden. Again, golden are really strong, so I'll put it A tier. Golden minions are very important because you have something like at the end of your turn, give adjacent minions +1 attack, repeat for each friendly golden minion. So now, oh my god, I played this turn 1, then turn 2 I get randomly generated, let's say, the other pirate, and now immediately I'm giving +3 attack turn 2. Again, if you get high roll and lucky. So I would say really good. Like early game, good pressure. Like, I don't know what to say else. I think it's really good, and time is pushing me. This video will be so long. Next we have, yeah, this one is returning. I didn't mention it, but at the end of your turn, gain +2/+2 for each friendly golden minion. You see now why golden minions are important. And we have this one. At the start of every 2 turns, make adjacent tier 2 minions golden. That's just so cool and so fun. Like, it might not be the most overpowered thing, but I think it's good, like really good. I will put it B tier. Next we have, I think the most overpowered, yeah, I think this is the most overpowered card in the game, in my opinion. At the start of your turn, gain 1 gold. Pretty good, tier 4, 5, 6, gain 1 gold. But you repeat for each friendly golden minion. And if this is golden, repeat for each friendly golden minion, you get 2 gold. This is so much gold. Like, I'm putting it as S tier. So good. Like, this is so good minion, in my opinion. Especially when you have 3, 4 golden minions and you have this one golden. So overpowered. Like, really good. Then make a friendly pirate from tier 4 or below golden. Again, look on this. You can get a golden from this card with Battlecry. So I'm putting it, like, it's situational, but I would say it's A tier. Making something golden, like, again, friendly pirates, so you cannot make anything, but a friendly pirate golden pirates are really good. And the last very interesting card, whenever you get a pirate, this means not only when you buy, but even when you randomly get generated, give your other minions +1/+1. So this doesn't get buffed, if I read it correctly. Give your other minions, yes. Give golden once +2/+2 instead. Again, this is golden, it gives more. So this is hard for me to evaluate, but because you have everything golden, it will get so much stats. So I think it's A tier. Now we move to Quilboar, and I don't know, I just feel they are weak. Like, I don't think this archetype will work. The archetype, what I'm talking about is Death Rattle summon 2/1/1 Quilboar with Taunt, play a Blood Gem on them. And you have this in combat Blood Gem playing, which I don't know, it feels kind of like weird and unusual to have so much cards supporting this in combat Blood Gem support. So again, tier 2, very good stats, but I just don't know how good it is. Like, I'm a bit skeptical here. Again, start of combat, play a bludgeon on adjacent minions. I would say like a 3/4 Tavern tier 2, very strong stats. So I'll put it A tier, but I'm kind of skeptical, not really sure why. But I am. Death Rattle summon a golem with stats equal to this minion's blood gems, which, if you scale it a lot, it's really strong. So, like, the whole Quilboar archetype is really good, but it's really hard for me to imagine unless I play with it. So far I would say it's A tier. Hopefully it's not like the most broken thing they need to nerf immediately, but it seems a bit weird for me. Here we have very interesting one. Avenge, your blood gems give an extra +1 health this game. Swap to attack next turn. And if I'm correct, only this one and where is it? This one give stats to your blood gems. Like, let me check, so I'm not lying to you. No. This is one. Oh, here's another one. Give your blood gems +1/+1. Oh, and here. Oh, I completely forgot. I thought it rotated out. Okay. So there are more. Okay. I thought this was one of the few cards that gives permanent stats. But I would say pretty good. Avenge, again, if you combine it with the Death Rattle Quilboar that summons with Taunt, you can get a lot of these procs. So pretty good. I'll put it into B tier. Like, I think it's good, but +2 health on average each combat seems not that good. Then, oh no, this one not. I completely forgot that's already in the game. Your blood gems give twice their stats during combat. And it's so hard for me just to know how good this could be. Like, you are definitely playing it if you are playing the whole new Quilboar package. Like, you must. But I don't know how good it is. I will put it into A tier. It's better for me to put it like, oh, it will be good, rather than just, oh, it's completely bad, really bad. Because, yeah, I think it will be good, but not the worst. Like, not the best, I think. At least I hope. And then we have, I don't know if this is a new card or it already was there, but I added anyway. And whenever you spend 6 gold, play a blood gem on a 3 friendly Quilboar. Really good if you have good economy. I'm putting it into A tier. Like, this is good because it's one of the outside of combat buffing, which means it's permanent. And now we go to Undead, which unfortunately, like, I'm surprised there are only 3 new cards. Like, the lowest amount of new cards, which is kind of sad, but anyway, Battlecry, destroy a friendly undead to discover an undead. So you want to destroy something weak to discover something good, or something with Death Rattle, which you don't want to use. For example, like your Nerubian King, let's say you are, oh, I don't need this anymore, let's destroy it, you trigger it. I would say good. Like, you discover, so you can get something really good. I'm putting it A tier. Really good. Like, the destroy is the important because it triggers a lot of effects, etc. Again, you can have reborn on it, so you destroy it, it comes back, and you get a free undead. Then we have this one, which is very interesting. Avenge 5, get the Butchering. So let's say you get 2 of these each turn, if you have reborn and resurrection, etc. Destroy a friendly undead. Your undead have extra attack equal to its tier this game. So maybe you can destroy this one, which you already did the battle cry, you kill it, and now your undead have +5 attack, if I'm correct. No, +4, because tier 4. So I would say it's pretty good. Now, the reason why this is so good, in my opinion, the Butchering, is because you have, yeah, this one. Get a random undead. Most of the times you just got it and sell, 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 sell. And now you can kill those good ones to give your undead permanently attack. So I think this is really good. I'm putting it into A tier definitely. Very, very strong. And last, again, this was already in the game. This was already in the game. It's just returning. Again, this was also in the game a while back, so that's why I don't have it on this tier list. And the last card we have is this one. I love it. Noisul of the Many Faces. Whenever you summon an undead, give 4 friendly undead +1/+1 permanently. So even in combat. Again, you can get it on your tokens, which you don't want. But when you cycle a lot of your undead, this is so good. And like in every, I think in every single undead, I don't know if it's S tier. You know what? I will put it into S tier. I just love the flavor of permanently. Whenever a card is permanently, I always overvalue it and overestimate how good it is. But I just love the flavor of this card. So I would say this is my tier list of what I think the cards will be. Again, if you think something will be better or worse, let me know down in the comment section. But anyway, thanks for watching and stay tuned, my friends.